Hi, in this video we want to talk about the Canadian Pension Plan, the CPP. Canada just recently made changes to the 2024 Canadian Pension Plan, so I thought what better time than now than to discuss what the CPP is, what the benefits are to you, how to qualify, and some of the changes in the 2024 year for the CPP. My name is MJ, thank you for joining. Let's dive in. The CPP is Canada's social insurance program that individuals employed or unemployed contribute to allow them some sort of income at retirement. There's two insurance programs here in Canada that you can contribute to and it pays you out during retirement. One is the CPP and the other one is the OAS, Old Age Security. The OAS we're going to leave for a different video. In this video we are going to concentrate on CPP. The CPP is not a tax, it is an insurance that the government manages, collects the funds from your paycheck. We're going to discuss the breakdown and the basics and how these funds are calculated, but the funds are collected from your paycheck and matched by your employer to give you an amount when you retire that can support you through retirement. To contribute to the CPP, you have to be employed in Canada. You can also contribute to CPP if you're self-employed, because self-employed people have to contribute twice. We're going to get to that a bit later in the video. But to be able to contribute to CPP, you just have to be employed in Canada and the amount is deducted from every paycheck that you get. To qualify for CPP to pay you out after retirement, you have to have one qualifying CPP contribution through your entire working year. To contribute for CPP to pay you out, there's a few rules or requirements that need to happen. One, you have to be 60 or 65 to start getting the benefits of CPP. You have to have one qualifying payout into CPP during your working year while you're in Canada, and you have to have been employed in Canada to be able to contribute to CPP and have your employer match the CPP payment. All provinces in Canada have CPP except the Quebec province that has something very similar, which is the Quebec Pension Plan or QPP. Generally, everyone contributes to the CPP or QPP. It is a compulsory requirement if you are employed in Canada. So how does the contribution to CPP work? Generally, everyone who makes under $3,500 are exempt from contributing to the CPP. So that is the exemption kind of category. Anything above $3,500 historically, you will contribute 5.95% of your overall earnings up to $66,000 for the 2023 year, $66,600 to be exact for 2023. So if you made $75,000 in a year, $3,500 of that will be exempt and the remaining $72,000 would be open to CPP deductions. However, only $66,600 will have CPP deductions because that is the limit. At $66,600, the percentage deducted is 5.95% for the 2023 year. That changed in 2018. It's been 5.95% on $66,600, giving you a grand total of $3,754 every year. So $3,754.45 to be exact is the maximum you can contribute to your CPP in 2023. The numbers have kind of fluctuated every year. The government does a check to see how much they should increase it by, and that's why they've increased it 2024 a bit more than we've seen historically. There have been some changes, but we'll get to that later in the video. The numbers are a bit different from the QPP. I'm going to include them in the description if you're interested in the QPP contribution numbers. A bit different from CPP, but again, it's the overall general understanding or term. The same thing, just different metrics that they've used across the different provinces to calculate. Now, generally with the CPP, you can start to withdraw from the CPP at 60. However, the recommended age is between 65 to 70. Said you can start to withdraw 1 month after your 59th birthday is when you're eligible to start withdrawing. If you did that before you hit 65, there'll be reductions in the overall benefits month over month until you get to 65 years old. So if you can help it, wait until you're 65 to take advantage of your CPP. You can also keep contributing until 70. So if you start taking benefits from your CPP at 65, you can still keep contributing to CPP if you keep working till 70. Some people do. So you can keep contributing to your CPP, and at 70 it stops. No more contributions past 70 years. What is the max amount of CPP payouts in Canada? So it's very difficult to calculate what amount exactly you're going to get. If you want to know exactly what your CPP payout is going to be at this point in time, you can go to your CRA account. I'm going to link a description to the CRA website down below. go to your CRE account, put in your details, and they kind of calculate what your CPP contributions would be right now if you were never to work again and waited till you're retired, or if you're about to retire. It'll give you a good understanding of what your CPP contributions would be on a month-to-month basis. But again, what is the maximum amount you can get? $1,306 and some change on a month-to-month basis is kind of the maximum. The average historically has been about $717 on a month-to-month basis. To be able to get that maximum payout during retirement, they say you have to kind of have worked for at least 39 years between the ages of 18 and 65. And you must have had the top pensionable earnings, which is $66,600 for this year and a bit higher for next year. We'll get to that again in a moment. But you have to have met those two criteria to kind of have like the most optimal, highest point payout for CPP year over year. 39 years of contribution, at least between 18 and 65. And for majority of it, you have to have been at the top contribution to get the most payout from CPP when you retire. The questions people ask generally is, can you opt out of CPP? Well, no. If you are employed in Canada, you have to pay CPP. Your employer will match your CPP payment. So whatever that amount is that you're contributing, say you're at the threshold of CPP, if you're contributing $3,754, your employer would match that amount on a year-over-year basis. So no, you can't opt out. It's mandatory. It's not a tax, but it is mandatory to contribute to CPP. Is to ensure that you have some basic payouts or money coming in when you retire to support you through retirement. For 2024, there's been a few changes to the overall CPP plan. The pensionable earnings has increased from $66,600 to $68,500. We're still going to be contributing 5.95% of our overall earnings to CPP, which is a max contribution in 2024 of about $3,867.50. Now, to help inflation and the devaluing of the currency that's happening quite rapidly, you can play with the numbers of what the values are today and what they're going to be in a few years, with some options online to tell you what the value of the dollar is. But with that in mind, knowing that the dollar is losing its value as the years go by, the government has decided to add a caveat. So for 2024, there's going to be an additional CPP contribution for people who make above $68,500. So if you make between $68,500 and $73,200, there's going to be an additional $188 contribution for you, which means the total amount you can contribute to CPP in 2024 will be $4,055.50. This is to again support people down the line. It's going to help protect the value of the payouts down the line, and with increases in inflation as we're seeing and a lot of things in the economy, the government has decided that this is the best way to protect against inflation and ensure people are paid out long term. What can you do to support the additional payment if you make $73,000 or over $68,500? You need to budget accordingly. Now you know there's going to be a little bit more deductions from your paycheck month over month. Make sure you budget accordingly so that you can account for these additional deductions. Plan your next year. It's a couple months away now, so start to plan how your expenses are going to be. If you have all your payments accounted for month over month, start to account for the additional payout that's going to go to CPP in the next year. Well, that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts are on the 2024 CPP changes and all your questions you have about CPP and all other pension plans here in Canada. For now, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.